Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Digicel. Get more, love more, live more.
What's up, guys? And welcome to another Pristine Production exclusive here. And be sure to check out my website here. And that is pristineproduction.websites.com, where you can get old school gold edition and soca guitar licks here. And if you want to get to my course here, Mixing Pro Soca in a Box, there you can pick up on my website here. Just go ahead and sign up. Of course, if you want to donate to my Cash App, you can go ahead and do that here. But today we're going to do a very special show here. We're going to be talking about here a new soca edition here. We're going to talk about the soca constructions here, and I'm going to show you guys how we make the hits and what you need to do in it here. So let's cut right into it here. Here we go. Welcome to the show, guys, and I'm your mixing engineer host here, Andrew Rayburn, artist as well. And today we're going to be talking about soca construction here. I'm going to be talking about how you get that solid soca movement going. We're talking about the elements here. What do you do when you need to get your rhythm on that top end? And so let's get right down into it. Soca constructions here. A shout out to all the fans, and let's get to the show. So as you can see here, I have a number of tracks going on here, and we're gonna start off with the rhythm section, of course. This is a what you call a another jab style. You hear most of these sounds from Grenada, and it has that nice bounce, and you might hear artists like Destra, Nadia, Michelle Montano on these kind of rhythms here. So let's get into it here. Also, when it comes to the soca music here, you want to make sure you have your percussions unlocked. You want to make sure that you have the right stuff. And when I mean right stuff, I'm talking about having the right snare drum and such, and of course having the right patterns. If you want to learn the soca music, study the patterns of the percussion, study the culture of soca music here. Each island has its own sound. You know, St. Lucia might sound different from Grenada. Grenada might sound different from Trinidad, and that's what we're here to teach you today on specifically the jab style. So let's get into it here. Now, of course, I'm using a timpani here. I generally start off with that. That is the sound that is propelling the sound itself, give me that vibe. So I'm gonna go straight into it here. So here we go. Here's the timpani here. What I have here is actually a bit crusher. I can take it off. what I'm doing with the bit crusher here, I'm giving it a little bit of grit here, a little bit of texture on the sound when it's in the mix here. By itself it might sound a little dirty, so that's what I'm doing here. And that is if I can build up my keyboard here. Let me see here. That is the sound you normally would start off with. I can even do different stuff like or the different patterns here. So that is what you call that jab style. So that's what we want to establish, getting that timpani sound. So let's go back to the timpani here. I'm going to bring in the effects here. As you can hear, that timpani is starting to take a wider spectrum here. And like I said, welcome to the show. So, we're starting off with that here. We're going to engage that kick drum. Now, here we go. I'm going to bring in that toms. So I'm starting off with that kick drum and that tom. That's what that's playing there. So we're going to bring in the rest of the instruments here. I'm going to go to the hi-hats here. And there you can hear that pulse building up there. Now, let me isolate what these instruments are playing here. That tom is playing by itself. If I can, it's one like off time but on time. Here we go. That's what it's doing there. Go to the hi-hats here. Then we got a rim shot here. And then we got the snare drum coming. Now we're going to move down to the sound of the iron here. I'm going to bring in 2 instants here, so let me bring it back here. That's what one is playing there. Here's the second one here. And then I'm going to bring in another drum here. Now, let me show you something real quick, guys. I'm adding a snare underneath that rim shot here. I'm going to play that part by itself here. That's what it's playing there. Right underneath that snare. Just to give it a kind of little lift and a little bit of bend. Let's go back to it. And then I have another iron here, another instance of iron here that I'm adding here. And let's play that part there. That's what I'm doing. Combined with the other two iron. Add a little bit of reverb to it. And I'm bringing the timpani here. Here we go with 808 bass. Now, generally in soca music, you hear a lot of these carnival whistles. So that's what I'm putting there to get a little bit of jump, a little bit of jive. And I have what you call that kind of conch shell kind of movement here. We hear like a reverse reverb here. Let me play that part. Here it is. Let's see here. I'm gonna play the. That's what I'm playing to introduce the percussion and going full on straight into the soca rhythm here to get that drive going. I play it one more time. I play one instance here, and then it's going to come back in at the end of the bar. Yeah, you hear that conch shell going there again. And the bass line here, typically what modern soca producers are using is an 808 bass, one heavy pulse here. If I can play that 808, that's what I'm doing there. I'm adding a little bit of the red light district here. That's adding a little bit of grit to that 808 bass, so I can get a little more distortion, a little bit of hard knock on that there. So that's what I'm doing with that. And to top it off here, I'm adding a synthesizer here. which is this sound here. So let me go back and play it. Here we go. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm playing there, just to give a little bit of push. Generally, that's what you want to do in the jab jab style, the Grenadian style. You don't want too much melody or even guitar, because this is what you call the jab jab style of the soca here. You want to make sure it's more of a percussive sound. So I'm just adding the bass and that synthesizer. So let's play that back here. Here we go. Now, if I increase the bit crusher here, I'm going to give that timpani a little bit of grit here. Now, on the timpani side here, I'm adding that extra iron underneath. If I play that by itself here, I'm adding that sound under the timpani to give the timpani a little bit more lift here. I'm going to play that with that. Watch what happens when I take it off. On. That's generally the sound these artists are going for when it comes to the jab jab style here, and you can do a number of things with the song. It's very simple, basic, and let me show you a little bit of EQ trick here that you want to do on the jab jab style here. So if I go on the bass here, let's go down to the 808. I'm going to isolate that 808 there. Pull up the EQ. As you can see, I'm boosting here. I'm boosting the a little bit of mid-range here to get a little bit more grit here. Take that off. Gets a little bit buried. Turn it back on. And I'm slightly doing a little bit of high pass here, just to make room for that kick. You want to make sure you pick a nice sounding kick, guys, that have some nice kick to it. You don't want to really use the trap bass. Try to use this is like a live sample kick here. It has some nice definition on the mid range here. Nice for soca music here. That's the tropical vibe you want to go for. Don't use too much subby kick. Use a nice. As I'm using a nice acoustic kick here, I'm adding some EQ on it here. And boosting a little bit of 60 there to get a little bit more definition on the high top here. That's before, and that's after there. Let's add a little bit of reverb to this tom here. On the tom, I'm boosting a lot of a low end here, about 50 hertz here. Don't be afraid to boost, guys. Don't let nobody tell you if you boost too much bass, the mix is gonna get cluttered up. If something is lacking somewhere, don't be afraid to boost. There's enough space for everything. Just don't overdo it. You know, right now this tom is needing a little bit of. Let's see what I'm doing here. 8 dB here, so I'm boosting that. And that's what's giving me that richer bottom end here. Go back on that.
Your body.
Now you don't want to go too bright with these iron here. You want to get it just right. Some of these instruments, not even adding any EQ to it because it sounds good and natural by itself. You don't, like I said, you don't want to mess up the natural tone. You only want to enhance it. So, good EQ and having that sense of balance here. You don't want things to be overcrowded. The iron, all of them are working together to create that atmosphere, and we topping it off with the timpani and the synthesizer here. Especially for the whistle here, it's playing one pattern here, just like somebody's in the street blowing that whistle in the parade, you know. So I'm gonna stop there, guys. I don't want to take too long on the stream. This has been a live wire stream, which we're talking about the soca construction here. Remember, guys, if you wanna hit me up, be sure to drop me a line on my email if I'm in the mix and master for you. I charge reasonable prices. I have a soca driver coming out soon. I have a trailer out as well. Check that out. Love Somebody Rhythm, produced by me, and we're gonna be bringing some other artists from Antigua and Florida and these different parts of the United States of America. So this has been fun, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. And be sure to hit me up on Pristine Production here. We're gonna catch you guys on the next live wire here. Here we go.